First, I want to thank you guys for all the support on the beginner's guide. I can't believe the growth in the last month. It's insane. To some people, 500 subscribers is nothing, but going from nothing to 500 in a month for me was... it's extraordinary, and I can't thank you guys enough. The love has been unreal. So, if you haven't seen the beginner's guide, I recommend you go watch that first. If you are not a beginner and you want to get right into this, then by all means, just skip right over it and we'll watch this. So, in this video, we're going to primarily be focusing on the hook shot, using it to get away, mobility, talking about vantage points and placements, talk about the VENOM mine a little bit, but it's primarily going to be based around the hook. Well, a lot of people have this misconception that because if they're Widowmaker, they can stay far away and they can just pick away at people. A lot of the times that doesn't work. Whether you want to think it or not, you're always at a disadvantage. So you need to play in a way that you have the advantage. A lot of people don't think like that. So that's kind of the main point that I want to get over in this video, is putting yourself in a position where you have the advantage to win the exchanges. So the first thing we're going to go over is going to be the hook shot. So let's just get right into the hook shot. So the hook shot is a very simple concept. All you need to do is find a ledge, you hook that ledge, and you jump at the peak of the hook. That's when you scope in, because you're in the air long enough that you can charge your shot to 100. So you can see right here, I hook the edge, I jump, and it's easy for me because I have a scuff controller. But if you don't, it's just as good. I mean, it's easy enough to do. But hook, jump, and then you're soaring through the sky, and it gives you enough time that you can hit your headshots. Now, this wouldn't be an advanced guide if I just told you how to hook shot. So what a lot of people don't know is when you hook, you can actually spin with your right stick in any direction, left, right, wherever. So you can do a 180 to kill the person behind you. You can spice it up a bit and do a 360 like I just did there. But the point is, if you hook an edge, you don't need to be looking straight at it as you hook. You can spin. You can move. So if somebody's behind you, you can do a 180. You can hit the guy behind you. You can do anything that you want. It's free to do anything. So it's really good. It works amazing if you're getting flanked on by a Genji or a Tracer. You can get away, and you can get a shot on as you're getting away. Now, if you're just trying to actually use the hook as an advantage for your team, you can use it to get up high and try to hit supports that are in the back. So in these two clips, you can see I use that wall on the right on Hollywood to get up high enough that I have the advantage, because chances are I'm not dying up there. I have the advantage to get up high enough and get a pick on the supports, allowing the team to push in without worrying about them being healed. You can do this on every single map. There is a way to get up high enough that you can see in the back lines of a defense that allows you to get their supports. So now you want to remember in every engagement that you want to prioritize the enemy snipers. Those are going to be the biggest threats to you. So in this instance, it's a Hanzo. And how Hanzo has a slight advantage to a Widowmaker because he can move and charge his arrows at the same time. Where if you're standing still and charging your shot, you're a sitting duck. That's a free kill for the Hanzo. So I hooked up. I got an advantage because now I'm moving and charging my shot. I hit the Hanzo and he missed me. Now, I know he's at half health. I'm going to challenge this Hanzo. And then I win that fight. That's what you need to do. Put yourself in an advantage. Now, the best part about this clip isn't that. It's fighting this Zarya. Now, you see, I went down to 0 bullets there and I had to reload. Well, you have to get away. That's a losing fight. So I hooked out. Now, as I'm hooking, I spin a 180 to put myself back in the fight as I'm leaving. Those couple extra seconds that you give, it could be game-changing. And it was. I turned, and it allowed me to be able to get a shot on this Bastion and finish off this Zarya. It is a game-changer. It really is. Being able to get away and still be engaged in the fights. That's how you help your team out the most. So, always put yourself at an advantage and always have an escape plan. Now next I want to quickly talk about being able to read your opponent's moves. Now you'll find that your toughest opponents are probably going to be Genjis and Tracers. That's what I find at least. And you can read how they're going to move. Every Genji plays differently, but if you play enough, you can tell how they're going to play. So they're going to have their reflect and their dash. you can tell when and what they're going to do. So in this clip, you can see that the Genji comes at me, and I know that he's trying to get away. He was low health, so of course he's going to dash. And I instantly know that there's a health pack in that corner, and that's probably what he's going for. So I read it, I could tell that's where he was going, and I was lucky enough to get that shot on him. Now, the same applies to Tracer, to Sombra, to pretty much any hero. You can read where they're going to be and where they're going. You need to keep in mind that if you were the other person, what would you do in their position? Now, you want to remember to position away from your team. What this does is it allows you to be uncontested. You want to prioritize your biggest threats first. In this instance, it was the Pharah Mercy, and you want to kill the Mercy first because the Pharah is being pocketed. So it's an easier target to kill the Mercy first. When that happens and your threat is gone, it leaves you fair game to just freely shoot onto the point uncontested. That's what happened here. I was uncontested the entire time. The same thing happened in this instance. So the Pharah is my priority threat. She's gone away. I'm lucky enough that I had my ult up, so I had eyes on the Pharah. I could see her coming. I down the Pharah first, and I'm uncontested on the point. Whether you're getting headshots or not, you're able to shoot at the point and get the hits on for your team. Now I want to talk about the Venom mine real quick, because I use it in a manner that most people don't. I use it to watch my back. So I put my mine there, and I go back to the regular way of playing. I'm watching the main entrance, and I can actually see when it's destroyed or triggered, and that's when I know that there's somebody behind me. So it's kind of like watching my own back. It's like an extra set of eyes, really. So I can benefit the team watching the main entrance, and then when I know somebody's coming behind me, I got it. I can turn around, and I know that there's going to be something there. It's kind of a nice way of using it. It's a little different outside the box. I'm sure it'll help most of you guys too. So in summary, make sure that you're engaged in every fight as often as possible, because if you're doing nothing sitting in the back, you're not benefiting your team at all. Use your hook as the mobility to gain vantage, to take advantage of the character that you're playing. Hopefully we get a reduced cooldown on the hook though. 12 seconds is a little long if you ask me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it helped, like the beginner guide helped you guys. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.